Alright folks, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Sure is a pleasure to see you. I hope you're well. Semi-final time for us over in Rome. Just another two for us to touch on today. Shouldn't take much time. Like the video if you would, get yourself subscribed to the channel. If you're not, appreciate it if you did. One away, one more until that 1.1k. Who's it gonna be? Do me the favour, I'd love to have you. Right then, as always, let me know, how did we get on yesterday? I'll go first. Easy as you like. Tommy Paul, Yannick Sinner on the double. What more could you want? Not only that, Yannick Sinner managed to cash that second outright for me, so I'm rather pleased with that. Did you win? Did you lose? Did you come close? Share with the group. Don't be shy. But now that's out the way, we'll get cracking with these. You'd say two of the best. Once again, I could be wrong. I've got a strong feeling we may very well be headed for that inevitable final of Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner. Like I said, I could be wrong. Nothing's set in stone. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about them anyway. First off, probably the most interesting one of the day, in my opinion, better of the two, Carlos Alcaraz, Lorenzo Musetti. Now, we are no stranger to this matchup. Surely 5-1 is the head-to-head to Carlos Alcaraz. More so, we've seen this over in Monte Carlo a couple weeks ago. Now, I think I speak for all of us when I say I don't feel like we got the full potential out of that matchup. Musetti looked great in that first set, if you remember. I think he played a lot of tennis leading up to that. He looked a bit fucked in the second and third. I mean, took the first set 6-3 and then got beat 6-1 and then bageled. Maybe it all just caught up to him. I don't know. I'm expecting him to be a little bit fresher, a bit, he should be able to handle this one a lot easier. I'd say that, but why would he? What difference does it make? Getting to the final, semi-final in Madrid, got beat by Draper. When was that? Yeah, got to the final, Monte Carlo, beat by Alcaraz. He's in the semi-final again, and he's playing Alcaraz. Is this a pattern? I don't know. I just think it's a big ask. It's a massive ask to get past Alcaraz, and I do know Musetti's playing really, really good. I was going to say at the moment, but the fact is he's been great all season, as you know. Absolutely fantastic. He's been 10 times better than I thought he'd be. 100%. But still, I don't think it'll be enough. How much is that home crowd factor gonna, come into play today? I'm not too sure. There's only so much it can do for you. It really is. Now, I'd love to see Musetti win this. I would. But I say that, imagine if Musetti won this and you had an all-Italian final. It'd be rather interesting, would it not? I don't think it's going to happen. Getting Alcaraz around 1.3, 1.35. He's beat him the last 4 times they've played. Like I said, over in Monte Carlo not that long ago. Straight sets in Miami last year. Straight sets in Beijing the year before. Straight sets in the French Open. Yeah. Musetti beat him once over in Hamburg, 2-1. That was in 2022. Now, I know both have made significant improvements since then, but I don't think it wise to go against Alcaraz in this spot. I really don't. I don't even know what I'd be doing with this. 1.3, it's probably not enough to just say, well, it's definitely not enough. I don't, just touching on the next game really quick for the sake of this one. I don't even think there's a parlay to be made. There may be, I'm not too sure, but we'll circle back to that one. Might do a bet builder or something. I was thinking just like Alcaraz to win 8 or more games in the first 2 sets. So I don't know. We'll circle back. I'll put a pin in it. I just don't think Musetti wins. And I'm sorry to piss on everyone's parade, but I don't think it's likely. I really don't. I could see Alcaraz getting this one done. How he's going to go about his business, I'm not too sure. He looked good against Jack Draper, man. He did. He really did. He looked really good against Jack Draper. A bit, he was a bit shaky in patches against Kachanov, but I'll let him off with that. Musetti just hasn't faltered all week. He hasn't blinked all week. Virtanen, Binak, Medvedev, and then Zverev in straight sets. He had his way with Zverev the other night. It was great. Potential upset. There is a potential upset, no doubt. But can you see Alcaraz getting beat here? Be honest, I can't. I can see him at least getting to the final. And if he gets the title, then so be it. But I don't think it's his time just yet. I really don't. 1.3. I think it is to lose. I really do. So we'll move on anyway. This will probably be really quick. We got Jannik Sinner. Tommy Paul. Now, I'd love to say Tommy Paul stands a chance here today, but quite frankly, I don't think he does. I really don't. Head-to-head's 3-1. See Jannik Sinner, obviously. Won the last 2 meetings, both in straight sets. US Open last year in straight sets, and then Toronto the year before, also in straight sets. Tommy Paul got it done in the grass. Over here in sunny old England. 1.1. This is because of that Casper Ruud match, innit? What did he do to Casper Ruud today? It was embarrassing, that, wasn't it? Absolutely embarrassing. Bageled him in the first and then 6-1. I knew he was going to win. I said he was going to win. I didn't think Casper Ruud really stood much of a chance, but I didn't think it was going to be like that. I really didn't. That's like a masterclass, that, innit? That's almost perfection. It really is. What's Tommy Paul going to do against that? You tell me. Now, just quickly, I do just want to give a quick shout out to Tommy Paul because, well, me personally anyway, I did not have Tommy Paul getting this far this week. I don't know about you. I don't think many of us, if any of us, did. Batista Agut, yeah. Mahatch, sound. De Minaur, great, even though De Minaur was fucking crap. And then Hurkacz today. I've seen some people say, it's been somewhat favourable for him. On paper, it definitely hasn't. But if you've watched the games, look, the Thomas Mahatch one could have went either way. De Minaur just didn't stand a chance from the start, whatever was up with him. And then the Hurkacz game, that could have been a lot closer. If that was the Hurkacz of years gone by, that could have been very different. As we mentioned yesterday, Hurkacz has beaten quite a few times. But Tommy Paul got that done in straight sets. Tiebreaker in the first, 6-3 in the second. Easy as you like. He's not gonna beat Jannik Sinner. He's just not. We've all accepted it now, haven't we? He's continued where he left off. He was smoking everyone to start the year, and he's had a few months off, and he's come back, and he's just bullied everyone. Prior to the time off, the people he's played, he'd have said he'd have beaten them anyway. But even still, there was 1 or 2 in there that could have been a little bit of a banana peel for Jannik Sinner. Navone, De Jong, straight sets, Cerundolo. That could have been a tough one. Routine for him. And then Casper Ruud today. A lot of people thought Casper Ruud stood a chance. A lot of people thought he was going to cover that 4.5. It was a decent spread. Especially for how good Casper Ruud's been playing this season. But he's beat everyone else. He's beat Cerundolo. He's beat Casper Ruud. And he's just going to beat Tommy Paul. He will. Obviously looking forward to watching it. I'd like to see Tommy Paul give him a good go. I'm not saying he can't, but I don't think he's in for much of a shot today. I really don't. Like I say, I'm quite surprised he's in the semi-finals as it stands. But I do think this is the end of the line for the American. I fear there's not a lot you can do when Jannik Sinner's about on the opposite end of the court. Straight sets. 1.1. What are you going to do with that? Whatever the spread is, he probably covers it. I can't see him dropping a set to Tommy Paul. I really can't. Well, that's just my opinion. Yours may be different. That's alright. be sure to let me know what you're going for, best bets, all that stuff. That's going to wrap us up. Once again, just another quick one. They get shorter. Don't do the videos get a bit shorter towards the end of the tournament. It's alright. It works out fine for me. What have we got next? Germany, is it? Somewhere, is it Hamburg next? And then we've got French Open, something. I don't know. I'll check that in a bit. Something like that. Someone let me know in the comments where we're off to next. I'm pretty sure it's Germany. Very well. I'll be saying good night to you then, folks. You take it easy, yeah? You take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. One more night shift for me. Well, 2 more, but getting off to one in about half an hour so. Wish me luck with that. See you in a bit, yeah? Let me know what you're going for. Anything for the baseball, ice hockey tonight, please do get on me. But alright then. See you later, yeah? Enjoy the matches, folks. Let's go get that cash again today. I'll see you tomorrow.